So here's my video for deliverable 9, which is to implement 3 forms of scaffolding. Unfortunately, this video is going to be a little strange because I don't have my leap motion anymore and I can't display an example for you, but I do have a video of it in action. So I'm going to be recording a video that's already recorded and me talking over it to kind of explain to you what's happening. So bear with me. So here I just have myself logging in, and then the program will start up and it will kind of show my forms of scaffolding. So right off the bat, the user is just, I'll pause it here. The user is cycling through the numbers 0 through 9, although 0 and 5 are swapped because I thought that starting with 5 would be a little bit more comfortable for brand new users because it's the easiest one to do, and then it'll just jump right to 1 and then 2 and then 3, etc. The first form of scaffolding is that they're in order. Again, not exact order because I swapped 5 and 0, but whatever. They're in order and the user just works their way through them, assuming that they're not playing perfectly. If they play perfectly, they jump to the highest difficulty setting, which is what I do here in the video after 2 or 3 or whichever. I jump up to dots, and so getting to dots is the hardest thing to do. It is very hard to do. In the video, I do it really quickly, but that's because I know what to expect because I know what the program's going to do because I made it. But when you jump to dots, you no longer have the hand to help you, so you just see dots, and you have to count them and sort of hand sign the correct one. And here you can see I do that for a little bit. But if you don't do the dots correctly fast enough, then it will bump you back a difficulty. And that would bring you down to difficulty 2, which is randomly showing you the digits with their hand symbols. New users will, in all likelihood, never get to this place because, you have to do it perfectly to get there. A new user just learning them would be working their way through one at a time linearly, and when they get to the end of that linear progression, they'll be jumped to difficulty 2, which is random hand symbols that they have to copy. So this video isn't the best example because I jumped to the hardest difficulty right off the bat, but that's just to show that you can jump to the hardest difficulty right off the bat, and that is sort of my way of removing the scaffolding from a user that doesn't need it. So the whole point of that is to have the scaffolding work as true scaffolding and only be there when it's necessary and not be there when it's not necessary. So that's the 3 layers of scaffolding, or the 3 different difficulties. And how they show up. They can show up either by linear progression or by, very successful, super accurate, highly skilled play. And not only can they build up, but they can also build back down if you're not doing well.